Yo, what's good, Karma Nation? It's your boy Tristan, aka Sriracha DFS, back once again with DFS Karma. Welcome to another episode of NBA DFS DraftKings Picks on Monday, October 25th, 2021, powered by DraftKings and DFS Karma, where I do a breakdown of the games for the slate, as well as give you guys the top picks of the slate as well. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel so you do not miss out on any of our free media content or our live streams. Also, comment if you do like our content, and if you have questions as well, put that down in the comments. We will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, make sure you're in our free chat where we discuss things DFS 24/7 all day, every day. Go to chatdfs.com to get in for free. Links are down in the description below. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I think we have a 9-game slate today. On a Monday. First off is Boston at Charlotte. On the Boston side, Jaylen Brown is questionable. Romeo Langford is also questionable. We're going to really need that Jaylen Brown news to be able to decide anyone in this game. If he's in, I'd probably avoid most of these players just because of their prices and the usage that he takes being in the lineup. But if he's out, we're looking at Tatum again, very good play. Charlotte likes to play fast. Boston is on a back-to-back, I believe. Yeah, they are on a back-to-back after barely winning in Houston last night, so they will be traveling up to Charlotte. I do like the main guys though. If Jaylen Brown is out, like Tatum, Schroeder, Marcus Smart, Al Horford, all going to be in play if Jaylen Brown's out. But if he's in, like I said, probably avoid most of the players at these prices. On the Charlotte side, we got Terry Rozier is questionable. Charlotte's also on a back-to-back, played against Brooklyn, I believe. Terry Rozier sat that game. Need to know news if he's out. Because if he's out, LaMelo Ball, very nice. Didn't play the fourth quarter. Loki tilted me a little bit just because when... Actually, I'm not going to get into it. Borrego tilts me. But LaMelo Ball is nice. Should see run in the fourth quarter. Kelly Oubre isn't bad, but Miles Bridges is definitely better. Gets a ton of usage with Terry Rozier being out. So does Hayward, but he had himself a bad game. Could see a bounce back game against his former team now. 6.9K, definitely do like him there in GPPs. Also, Ish Smith and Cody Martin becomes decent value if Terry Rozier is ruled out. Next game, Milwaukee at Indiana. Bobby Portis is questionable. Drew Holiday is doubtful. Brook Lopez is out. Dante DiVincenzo's out, and Semi Ojeleye is out as well. This is probably the main game to target tomorrow, with Drew being doubtful, Brook being out. We do need Bobby news just because if he plays, he might start here with Brook being out in this spot, and Indiana does play big. So last time we saw Miami whoop Milwaukee, but I just don't think it's going to be the same result. Milwaukee are the defending champs, and Indy's been playing a ton of close games. So I believe this game will be competitive. I'm looking at people like Giannis Antetokounmpo, of course. He's going to be one of the main stud plays tomorrow. 10.4K, pretty cheap for his production. Chris Middleton, also like him as well. Jordan Nora, not bad value, 4.2K. We do need Bobby Portis news though, because if he's in, then Giannis probably won't be playing as many center minutes, which opens up, or which I guess decreases the amount of power forward / small forward minutes that will be available if Giannis does play the 3 and the 4 again. So we'll see tomorrow, but I'm mainly targeting those studs. On the Indiana side, Keelan Martin's questionable. TJ Warren's out. I'm liking Malcolm Brogdon. This is going to be a fast-paced game. Milwaukee's down a few people, so it's going to be pretty competitive. I do like Brogdon and Sabonis, of course, always in these smash spots. They priced him up pretty high now, so you're going to need like 55 to 60 DK points for him to pay off his value. He is pretty pricey. I'm probably not going to go here tomorrow, but he is a decent play if the salary fits. Chris Duarte also, I believe Milwaukee's still bad against three-point shooters or wing shooters, so he definitely fits the mold here for players that do go off against Milwaukee. I do like him at 5.4K. They finally priced him up. So he's going to be worth a look tomorrow for sure. Next game, Detroit at Atlanta. Isaiah Livers questionable, Chris Smith questionable. Those two dudes really don't bother the rotation so much. Cade Cunningham is out though, but I'm not liking too much here. Maybe Jeremy Grant, 6.3K, pretty cheap for his production. They got blown out in this game against Chicago, but I believe that the last game was close. But honestly, with that, knowing Atlanta, I feel like this game might be a blowout as well. But so you need this game to stay close, and if that's the case, you might as well correlate it with players on the other side, seeing that this could be a good game to stack as well if it's close. On the Atlanta side, Danilo Gallinari questionable, and Onyeka Okongwu is out. I'm not really liking this because, like I said, it could be a fat blowout. I don't really like anyone, to be honest. These prices are pretty high for the way that I think the game's going to go. So I'm only maybe playing John Collins at 6.4. He's pretty cheap at that price. Besides that, I might stay away from everyone else. Maybe DeAndre Hunter at 4.5. Not too bad. Next game, Washington at Brooklyn. This should be a high-scoring game for sure. Bradley Beal questionable. Cassius Winston's out. Anthony Gill's out. Thomas Bryant's out. Rui Hachimura's out as well. We're going to need Bradley Beal news first for this game. If he's in, you're going to fade most of the Wizards that are priced up, like Spencer Dinwiddie and Kyle Kuzma. I still like Montrezl Harrell if Bradley Beal's in. I think this game fits his mold perfectly. It's going to be a fast-paced game. Brooklyn doesn't play too big towards the middle of the game. They don't play Claxton that much, and LaMarcus Aldridge definitely, Montrezl can match up with that guy because LMA's dusty as hell. So I do like Harrell if Beal's in. If Beal's out, you got to love the main dudes again. Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyle Kuzma, Raul Neto's worth a look for value as well, and then Montrezl definitely gets a bigger bump without Bradley Beal. So monitor that news on the Brooklyn side. Back to back here. Blake Griffin is in. I believe he rested yesterday. Kyrie Irving out. Edwin Sumner out. I'm liking KD. Like, he's still 10.2K. He's been putting up numbers. I love KD here. James Harden also, you gotta mention him, but hasn't been playing to his full potential. Soon when we see some consistency for him, or I guess a breakout game, I think that's when you can consider playing him. But I mean, matchups there too. He's not bad at that price. I would rather go KD though. I'd rather go KD, and maybe LMA here. But 4.3K, you don't even know if the minutes are guaranteed. Blake Griffin's coming back. It's tough there. I guess tournaments only. Orlando at Miami next game. Gary Harris is questionable because he was out yesterday. Jonathan Isaac, oh yeah, they're on a back-to-back, by the way. Jonathan Isaac out, Etuan Moore out, Michael Carter-Williams out, Markelle Fultz out, and Chuma Okeke out as well. They're on a back-to-back, like I said, after a great win in New York. Cole Anthony had a crazy game, 60-plus FanDuel points, I believe. I think around 60-something DK points as well. Crazy. They're going to have to fly down to Miami. We might see tired legs here, especially with a young team. They're inconsistent as hell as well. So definitely a tournament-type game for me. I'm liking Jalen Suggs, though. Pretty cheap. Had a dud game yesterday. Didn't play too much. Maybe he has fresh legs for tonight. Franz Wagner, they're running him into the ground. 35-plus minutes, I think, a game so far. And then maybe one of the bigs, Mo Bamba, Wendell Carter Jr., I'm looking at, but I'm not too sure because it's Miami. They're supposed to be a decently defending team. On the Miami side, Kyle Lowry's questionable. Victor Oladipo's out. And we're going to need the Lowry news here. I loved Harrow and Bam. Loved switching to Harrow and Bam last game. And I do think if he's out again, I do like both. Except they did, yeah. Tyler Harrow's price went up a little bit, and Bam's went up, I think, 300. So they're not bad. But we got to get Lowry news for that. And I think Jimmy Butler has a bounce back game. Orlando likes to play slow. That's sort of like Jimmy's style. But 8.8K is a hefty price. Like I said, need Lowry news, and then we can consider these guys. Chicago at Toronto, next game on the slate. Kobe White's out. I'm still liking Lonzo Ball, 7.1K cheap, my guy. Disrespect, triple-double potential. Oh wait, y'all can't really see that, huh? Sorry. But I'm liking him. 7.1K. DeMar DeRozan as well. 7.3K. They haven't really priced these dudes up ever since they introduced them, or ever since the season started. So, DeMar DeRozan 7.3K. Like him there as well. Um, because OG might stay on Zach, I think. Actually, no. We could see Gary Trent Jr. on Zach, and then OG on DeMar DeRozan. So Vooch might eat because I think their interior defense is ass. So, yeah. Main plays Lonzo, DeMar, and Vooch, but not so heavy on DeMar, sorry, because OG might be on him. On the Toronto side, we got Pascal Siakam still out, Aaron Baines out, and Yuta Watanabe out as well. Something I'm liking. Finally saw the OG breakout in the first half of that Boston game, but then he got into super foul trouble. Or at that Dallas game, sorry. That Boston game was ass. He only got 2 more points and 1 more rebound after halftime, after getting in super foul trouble. Still ended nicely, but if he can put together a complete game, then I believe his upside is huge. 6.3K is good to pay for his upside, I believe. Scotty's in play again, of course. Chicago plays super fast, and I think he can keep up with it. He's young. But that price, 5.9, is catching up. You're going to need like 35 to 40 for him to be viable for takedown scenarios. Gary Trent Jr. also very, very nice. I was scared that I missed him last slate just because he had a very good first half, but then I think after that he kind of faded off. I believe this might be one of the games for him where he could have like a 30-plus fantasy point game. His value at 4.6K, 3-point shooter, 3-point bonus, volume shooter. Precious Achiuwa is still cheap here, but he could get into foul trouble tomorrow against Vooch. So maybe Kem Birch or Boucher has one of their pop-off games. I'm not too sure yet, but I am liking Gary Trent for sure. Next game, Pellies at Minnesota. We just saw this game. Josh Hart's questionable. Dalton Holmes is questionable as well. Zion Williamson's out. We need Josh Hart news to see if some of these rebounds will go some of these dudes' ways. But I'm liking BI, first of all, because he's taken over 20-plus shots a game so far in each game. 8.3K in a very good matchup in the game we saw not too long ago. It was very fast-paced. Someone to like also, Jonas Valanciunas. He's getting pretty pricey, 7.9K, but double-double potential. Still a good matchup. Nickeil Alexander-Walker should have had should have had a ton better game than what he had last time. I still do like him today, 6.7K. Pretty pricey, though. Like, they've been pricing up these dudes besides Ingram. He's been like hovering around that 8K price tag, but Nickeil Alexander-Walker definitely got a bump up, but he shot like what? Sorry. I know y'all. Oh, you saw it too. 6 for 24, bro. This guy, bro. I still do like him today. It's just a lot riskier at this price point. But also someone you can look at is Devonte Graham for GPPs. He might be popular tomorrow, actually. He shot 2 for 14, 1 for 10 from 3. 5.4K. It's a lot. There's a lot of upside there. On the Minnesota side, damn, I don't even want to talk about D'Lo, but he's 7.3K. I think he has a bounce back game here. He's worth a look in GPPs for sure. He could have a Shea type game where Shea had a crazy game that I missed today because I played him the first 2 slates. He was ass, and then I didn't play him yesterday, and he had a crazy game that you needed for takedowns. So D'Lo could have that moment today. Last time I covered this matchup, I said Anthony Edwards over both Towns and Russell, and he ended up outscoring both of them. I do like him today again, but I feel like it might be D'Lo's night. But AE is still definitely a worth a look, I guess, in the shooting guard small forward position. So Cleveland at Denver, next game on the slate. Darius Garland questionable. Dylan Windler questionable as well. We do need Darius Garland news here. If he's out, then Rubio is worth a look at 6K. He's having the ball a ton in his hands. He said he feels super good. He actually said, I think, that he feels the best that he's had in his career. So what if he's hitting his prime stride right now? I don't know. But Olympic Rubio is something that I never even thought of I'd see. And then he went nuts. So I know his potential, I guess. But Cleveland is getting expensive. Mobley's up to 7.2. Sexton went down, I think, a little bit. 6.7, not too bad. But Markkanen went up. Kevin Love went up. So I'm mainly looking at Rubio here. But we do need Darius Garland news. Denver side, Vlatko Kankar, questionable. Jamal Murray out. I'm liking MPJ at 6K. I believe one of these nights he's going to have a breakout night. We just got to nail him at the right time. I love it. The longer a good player goes without having a great game, it's just calling me to roster him for a breakout game, you know? And then Jokic is also great. Of course, MVP, good matchup. 11K is pricey. I might go elsewhere for studs. Portland at Clippers wraps up the slate. Norman Powell's out. Tony Snell's out as well. The Norman Powell news is pretty big just because it allows more shots to the other Portland players. I do like Damian Lillard in GBPs. He's 9.3K now. He was 10.2, I think, last slate, and I played his dumbass. Sorry, I'm the dumbass that played him. But I believe he has to have a good game sooner than later. So this might be the time. Clippers like to play fast. They like to give a lot of points up to guards. Dame Lillard booking it for GBPs tomorrow. CJ's been killing it as well. But I believe it's a Dame game tomorrow. I low-key love Nurkic upside in the spot. 7K. I like them in only GBPs, to be honest. But, yeah, 7K, I do like that. Rocco might be a main piece of my core tomorrow. Robert Covington. No Norman Powell. He's going to be seeing, I think, 30-something plus minutes. Let's see who starts for Norman. I think Nasir Little played 20-something plus minutes last game. Started for Norman in the second half as well. So I think he's going to be great value tomorrow as well. You're going to want to fit him, that 3.8K. Last game, or I guess last team, the Clippers. Keon Johnson, questionable. Serge Ibaka, questionable as well. Jason Preston's out. Kawhi Leonard's out. This is a great matchup for PG, but I am afraid a little bit of the Covington defense. I might fade him here at 10.1. I might want to play Giannis more and then try to fit. Who's that talking about? Dame. Eric Bledsoe's 6K, pretty pricey. His output is nice, but we all know Eric Bledsoe, and I'm just not sure how long he can keep this up. If he does, prove me wrong. I get it. That's fine. I believe he's still I don't know, bro. 6K for Eric Bledsoe is a lot. I mean, but the usage and the amount of times he touches the ball, and I guess you can't ignore that. Terrence Mann, good value, 4.4K, still played 25 plus minutes last game. Shot 1 of 8 last game, so he would have done a lot better if he just made a couple more buckets. Got a ton of peripherals. I do like him for value. And then watch it. If Nicholas Batum starts, then I do think that he'll be good value as well at 3.8K. Yeah. That wraps up the slate, wraps up this NBA DFS DraftKings Picks video for Monday, October 25th. Again, if you liked the video, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the DFS Karma YouTube channel for more daily media content and our live streams. I appreciate you guys all for watching. As always, it's been your boy, Tristan, aka Sriracha DFS. Have a happy start to the week. Good luck in your contests tomorrow, and have yourselves a good one. I'm out.